What it do? It is Farley Pickleball here, and we're gonna be talking about strategy on this game with me and Ivan that we played at Clear 1. So let's take a look at here. It's gonna be me and Ivan and Brian and Mike. So let's see if we can get a little bit of strategy here. Rolling. My whole thing of rolling to Brian is just that he's in the transition zone, and I'm just trying him out to see if he pops it up, and he just happened to pop it up. Does it work every time? No, but you gotta try it. And we're trying to just drop it here. We're trying to come in, and Ivan gets to get a good drop, and allows him to come in and attack. Terrible. He saw my face. I was disgusted. Trying to drop it in the corner, trying to whack it here. Get a little bit of aggressiveness. Nice lob from Brian. I try to lob it back. And I'm trying to get it because I see, I call him out too. I'm like, I saw you coming. He was gonna poach. So Mike was gonna poach to his right, my left. So I tried to get him on the opening where he was. I just hit it too hard. That was a good get by Brian. That, I was just trying to drop it too much on that corner, and I just missed it. That's all that is. Nice. A little bit of control there. Ooh. He just missed that shot, that's all it was. My shot wasn't tricky or anything. Ball. Yeah, so I'm just dropping it, and I recognize my drop was good, and I just came in. Another drop, I'm coming in, testing out these dinks, see where they're going, and I get the two-hand dink. A little bit of roll. It's becoming one of my favorite shots. Nice drop. That's just a pop-up by Brian, and I get to put it away. I get to roll it on Mike. Always attack that person in front of you. They're gonna have less time reacting than the person across from you, so. Another drop, coming in, little attack motion. So I just held it for a little bit. If you can see, you can put this back, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take this back a little bit. So you see how I hold it? I'm gonna hold it to make it seem like I'm gonna dink, and I attack his right hip. Right hips are a pretty good, solid area to attack. You see, I'm gonna hold it, and then his right hip. And it just takes too much of an amount of time because he's sitting on his backhand. So for him to go for his backhand to his forehand takes him a little bit of time, and then he popped it up right in the middle to my partner, and he got to put it away. Nice drop by Ivan. Great hands. Ooh, he was going for that angle drop. That would have been nasty. I'm just trying to get that opening. I leave it open. Usually I try to bait people in because I like my backhand. But if people go for it too much, they often do that. They hit it out. Big return there all the way to the, oh, look at that. After my big return. I was just trying, basically I was trying to put it right in that corner where Brian was. I usually do it with a two hand, and I was trying with my one hand just to try it. And I missed it. Brian server. Ball. Ooh-wee. So that time Brian just was not patient at all. I guess he didn't want to dink with me or something, because I didn't really give him an attackable ball. And because he attacked, yeah, let's put this back a little bit. Because he attacked right here, you see how high his ball is gonna be. You see that? That's shoulder, all the way to Ivan's shoulder. And then he leaves this whole area open right here. This is all open, and then he gets to attack either here or here where Mike is at. Mike is just a sitting duck. He's like, oh crap, what do I do? And he hits it straight to him. So that was just an impatient attack by Brian. And I mean, it happens. Some people they get impatient and then they hurry up and attack, but they don't realize the position that they're in, or they put their partners in. They put them in a bit of a jam. Oh, yeah, trying to stay alive there. I had no idea if it was going out or not. I changed my mind. I was gonna let it go, and because I took too daggone long, watch this. I'm about to attack it, and I said, you know what? It's going out. And I said, it might drop. And I take it so freaking late all the way up here, it just goes flying out. Not a good decision. Nice, Ernie. A lot of times we either go down the line, we can either set it up ourselves, or our partner will set it up for us, if you can see that. So he takes it to Brian's left side. And when Brian's head goes down, watch Brian's head goes down, he comes up, boom, and he smacks it. He smacks it. Great setup by Ivan. Let's see this. Trying to dink it, he attacks. Oh yeah, swing and a miss, baby. I mean, I was there. I just missed it because I'm not long enough. I think in my head I'm like 6'2" or something, and I'm not. I just literally missed it, and it wasn't. I thought it was in my reach, and it wasn't. Those were good shots. Impatience right there, again. So Ivan did a really good lob here, and you know, it's not usual that we lob, but does it every now and then. So he lobs it to set it up. I get my quick hands, and then Brian just He's impatient. Just because of where the ball was, he should have definitely dropped it. But we pushed him back pretty good. Great setup by Ivan, his own little shake and bake. I would have went and got it, but I guess I'm too daggone short. Hit. Shouldn't have gone there. Trying to drop in different places. You don't always want to drop to the same person over and over and over because they're going to get used to it and then they're going to try something to their favor. So you try to move the ball around. Another miss. How many times do people do that? Everybody gets mad at that. The easy, juicy balls that are nice and high and you can put them away. Sometimes you miss it. It happens, as long as it doesn't happen like 5 times in a game or something crazy. That is just moving the ball around again. If you can see, it wasn't, see here, it's not a bad drop by Mike. But just because he gives me that high ball after the ball that I hit, I'm allowed. So I attack his right foot, as you can see, and he's coming in. So while he's coming in, he's gonna try to attack this ball. What he needs to do is reset it. Why? Because he attacks the ball, it's coming up high for me, and I get to hit down. So I have this whole area to work with. This is going to be his backhand, and then you have Brian's his forehand here. But I'm going to hit it straight to his hip because again the hip is a good placement. You can't really see it right here because I'm blocking it, but I hit his hip and it put Brian in an awkward position to hit it. There it was, that was a good reset, or a good decision by Mike to reset it, but he just missed it. It was just on the tape. Didn't want to give it to him. Nice. That was a good attack. I was just trying to reset, but you see what happens is that I'm giving him, I don't know how many it was. So it was reset, there's 1, reset, there's 2, reset, there's 3. So he got what he wanted in the air and then he attacked. And that was a good decision by Brian. And I was just resetting it, but I wasn't moving the ball. So he was able to do what he wanted with that ball. Impatience was way too low and I was not there. Whoop. I set everything up. Look at this, look at this. So I'm moving the ball around, I'm attacking, and I set it up here, but I didn't even swing at it. Why? I have no idea. I just watched it go by. Coming in hot, hoping that he would pop it up, but he did a good block. So mine was you know, it was a risky shot. And the risky shots you want to do mainly when you're serving. That way you don't lose a point, at least. Just down. And that was just me pushing him out. So if you can see here, let's go back. At that point. So I'm gonna drop it to Mike. I'm gonna put it up to Brian, see what he does. I'm gonna drop it back. So when I dropped it back to Mike, he was kind of covering that middle, which he should be doing. And I was just pushing him out to hopefully get a pop-up, and that's exactly what we got. So you want to definitely try to push people out, just get them off balance, because usually when you get them off balance, they pop it up. That was a face shot, unintentional, obviously. Maybe just blocking it. Ooh, I was sitting on that. You see that? I was sitting on that forehand. I knew that it was coming there. And I tried to hit it hard. And I did it too much. So here's the drop, right? Another reset to Brian. Then I go back to Mike. He attacks and I'm right there. If you can see. I'm right there. You see my paddle? But when I hit it, look how far my paddle goes. I mean, I can tell that it's going all the way behind me. And if you could see the angle, I put this thing crazy behind me. And because of that, I lost time on his attack. And by the time I hit it, boom, it's going that way. Because by the time I hit the ball, that's where my paddle was facing. So obviously it went that way. I pulled back too much and I hit it late. Oh, we got lucky there. That was a good poach by Brian and holding it, but Ivan's got really great hands. And we were able to get a lucky shot. Ivan with the Burt attempt. That was really cool. So why he did that is just a setup. So he's serving, right? Comes to me. And while I'm dropping the ball here, right here, Ivan recognizes it. You see? He's going in for the kill. Because he recognizes that I just did a pretty decent drop right to Brian's right foot. And Brian is gonna face down, right? You see that? Brian's face is down. And he has no idea what's coming. And what he's thinking is that we're still back, or he wants to kind of just drop it a little bit. And because he's taking it off the bounce, it goes a little high. And because it goes a little high, Ivan's able to take it out of the air. But unfortunately, Ivan's wrist took over. If he would have hit that with his shoulder, You see Brian had no idea. He was like, whoa, what's happening? All because he dropped his head. So when you're doing drops and people are doing this, when they're dropping their head, that's a pretty good indication of you need to ernie it or vert. Verts are pretty hard to do. But that's, you know, I like to do it on this side, either side. And this will work as long as you got it a little bit to the line, on the outside line, and their head is going down. 9 times out of 10, I'm telling you. And because their head will be down, they'll have no idea. You see Brian's like, whoa, what the world? Because he didn't expect him to come in like that. And it was just because of the drop. The drop made him drop his head and eyes down to the floor, and he couldn't see. Nice drop to Mike, drop to Brian, drop to Mike. He's moving the ball around very good. Drop to Brian again, dink to Mike, and Mike goes for that Kyle Yates. But on here, it's you see how it's right there, it's like right at his knee-ish area, but he's just, the ball's so far away from him. But these, especially these like trick shots and these risky shots, these are better to try them when you can't give up a point, because if you do miss it, the other person gets the point, the opponent gets the point. And especially on 10, you do that. But this was really good on, you could see us moving the ball. You don't want to hit the ball over and over again to the same person or the same spot. So he hits Mike, he hits Brian, he hits Mike again, he goes to Brian, right? I go to Brian's left foot because he's on his right foot. I go to Mike, and then Mike gets impatient with it. Commentary / strategy talk. So thanks for watching.